Okay, we need to have a reckoning with how we're talking about the Epstein files and also set some ground rules. First and foremost, if you're going to post a revelation from any of the millions of documents that you've reviewed, you need to provide that EFTA number. That's just journalism 101. Provide your source. It's public record. Just put a link to it. Put the EFTA file number on it. That's, come on, guys. Um, Next, if you are rage baiting or karma farming and producing these cryptic videos and shorts and posts that don't really say anything and require us, the audience, to come to a conclusion, also not helpful. You need to provide your thought process for why you think this stuff is relevant. Next, we are losing the forest for the trees. The entire purpose of releasing the Epstein files was to bring people to justice and bring justice for Epstein's victims. Going off on rabbit holes and tangents about shopping lists that are completely irrelevant and can be taken at face value does not actually serve the victims at all. And that brings me to the next point. The release of these files is not actually a psyop. They are not meant to distract. We asked for transparency and we got it to a degree, minus all the retractions that are protecting pedophiles. We are distracting ourselves, getting lost in these rabbit holes. Again, the priority needs to be justice for the victims and holding criminals, child abusers, traffickers, holding them accountable. That is the entire purpose of the Epstein files. Next, there's plenty of suspicious references in the emails, but to me, the most important smoking gun is in the thousands of emails that Jeffrey Epstein ends with the words "call me," because that indicates that they need to discuss something sensitive, potentially illegal, over the phone instead of having a written record for it. Remember, these people are billionaires. They are savvy. They might not be the smartest people in the world, but they know the system, and they are not going to directly write down their crimes. Lastly, the language you're using around the DOJ, the FBI, and the Trump administration is way too lenient. They are lying. Period. They are withholding evidence. Kash Patel's hissy fit the other day at the congressional hearing where he said that they had done all their due diligence and that there was no credible evidence of sexual abuse of minors and sex trafficking. That is a lie. In the trove of photos and scanned documents, one of the biggest smoking guns is the files that say CSAM not scanned. That's child sexual abuse material not scanned into evidence, meaning there is evidence of child sexual abuse materials that has not been preserved because you don't scan in that material. That is evidence. And Kash Patel's a liar. He's also dumb. In summary, we need unredacted names. We need more transparency. We need to hold people accountable. We are seeking justice for the victims because we, as a society, do not and should not tolerate child sex trafficking or abuse. All these people are actual criminals and they need to be held accountable.